All right, so this week we've been talking about the letter U. Remember, U is a vowel, so that means it makes two sounds. It says and it says U, its name. So I hope you practiced writing the letter U yesterday. If not, I want you to practice writing it today. Remember, it's almost like an oval, except you leave the top open, okay? So today for our book, I have my U book like we've been reading. So let's look at it. It's written by Jane Belt Moncure. She is the author, and the illustrator is Linda Hoag. Little U had a box. She said, "I will fill my box. First, I will find an umbrella." I will run, run, run to find an umbrella. Why did little U get under the box? Why was the box upside down? So look, why did she get under the box? Because it's raining. Little U found an umbrella. She found lots of umbrellas. She put one umbrella over her head. Guess what she did with the others? She put them in her box. Just then, the sun came out. Little U put the umbrella down, but then the rain came down again, and little U put the umbrella up. So up and umbrella both begin with U. Then she saw some underclothes. They were getting wet. She took the underclothes off the line and she put them in her box. Little U took the underclothes upstairs. She put them away. Now I can play under my umbrella, she said, and she went out in the rain. So underclothes and upstairs both begin with U. I can run through a mud puddle, she said. What fun. Then little U found an ugly duckling. The ugly duckling was grumpy. Ugly starts with the U. She put the ugly duckling into her box. Do not be grumpy, she said. You will grow up to be beautiful. Then her uncle came by. Uncle begins with U. Little U gave her uncle an umbrella. Next, an umpire came by. Can you help us, he said. Umpire starts with U. We were playing baseball in the rain. We need umbrellas. Little U said, I have a box full of umbrellas. And she gave the umpire an umbrella. Then she gave everyone an umbrella. The ugly duckling, underclothes. What fun they had in the rain. The uncle and the umpire had them. All right, so here's some more letter U words. We've got undershirt, Uncle Sam, usher, umbrella tree, and an umbrella bird. All right, so we have been talking about spring, so I got our spring poster anchor chart back out. So let's look at spring. We've got a beautiful picture here of flowers and a blue sky and a little clue to what we're going to start talking about tomorrow, which is a butterfly, okay? So we talked about in spring, there's certain months that we have spring in. So it starts in March, which is the month we're in now. It goes through April, May, and into June, and at the end of June, we turn to summertime. All right, so let's talk about the weather that we have during spring, okay? So spring can bring showers, so we can have a little bit of rain. It can be windy, which we've been talking about, and how the wind moves things. The temperatures get warmer, and it can be very sunny, all right? So we also sometimes can have thunderstorms during spring. All right, the clothes that we wear. So what kind of clothes do you like to wear in springtime? So think about the clothes you've been wearing this week, okay? You might be wearing shorts, you might be wearing dresses like I have on, or you might be wearing short sleeve shirts and bathing suits. Like if you go outside and play in the sprinkler, or if you go to the beach or the pool, you're gonna have a bathing suit on, and you get to wear sandals and flip-flops, okay? And then some of the great activities we get to do in spring is we get to play baseball or t-ball, soccer. You can, play outside on your playground. You can swim and fish. Pick flowers, okay? We're going to talk about that pretty soon too, about planting seeds and them growing into flowers, okay? Now, I'm going to take this poster down and I'm going to let us look at our spring words, okay? All right. So you have some spring words that I gave you to put in your journal, and I hope you all have gotten your journal out and you've been putting some of these words in it. And you have a whole bunch of them, and I have some up here. So let's look at these words and see if we can read them together, okay? So the first one, this is a weather word and a spring word. This is cloud. Then we have, what do you think this is? Sun. And then this one, it has a cloud too, but it's got something coming out of it. That's rain. Then we have storm. You can see the lightning. And rainbow. And chick. Butterfly, which we're going to start talking about tomorrow. Egg. Flower. And picnic. All right. So those are some of our spring words. All right. Now, I want us to also look today and talk about shapes and some numbers, okay? But we're going to do our shapes first, okay? Because we don't want to forget anything while we are not in school each day. So let's talk about this one. What is this one, okay? It's got 4 sides. That is a rectangle. And then I have another one that has 4 sides, but all of these sides are the same. This is a square. All right, what about this one? This one has 3 sides. What is it? A triangle. And then I have this one. What is this one? It's round, circle. And then I have this one. Heart. And what about this one? Star. Now I've got some that are a little bit harder. All right, let's look at this one, okay? This one has 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 sides. It's called a pentagon. Can you say that with me? Pentagon. And then let's look at this one. This one has 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 8 sides. It's called an octagon. And then last is this one, okay? Sometimes we hold it like this and it kind of looks like a diamond. And then it also can be called a rhombus, all right? And it's got 4 sides, all right? So those are our shapes. Now, I'm going to put up a number, and they're not going to be in order, and I want you at home to tell me what the number is, okay? All right, I'm going to start I'm going to move the rhombus up here, and I'm going to put it right here, all right? So the first one is this one. What is that? That's number 7. So hold up 7 fingers too. All right, what about this one? What is this? That is 0, so that's no fingers. All right, what about this one? You know what that is? 6. So hold up 6 fingers. Then this one. What is that? 2. That's 2. Then I have this one. What is this? That is the number 4. Some of you are still 4 in our class. All right? And then the rest of you are this number. What is this? That is 5. All right, 5. Then I have this one. What number is this? That is number 1. And then we have this one. What's that? 9. Then I have this one. That is 3. And last, I have this. What's that? It's 8. All right, so I'm going to point to a number and you tell me what it is, okay? So what's this? 2. What about that one? 1, 5, 7. Whoop, I'm about to knock it off. 4, 9, 0, 3, 8. All right, very good. So good review on our shapes and our numbers. Now remember to be counting at home, okay? We're not going to count today, but I want you to count on your own and try to go all the way to 40 today. All right, pick your exercise that you want to do and do it right after this video. All right, so today I have a big book to read to you called Can You Move With Me? And it's got some insects in it, and it also has some different ways that we're going to move, okay? So I'm going to read it first, and then we'll get to act it out. So this is a traditional rhyme book, and it's illustrated by Lynn Boyer. So she is the one that did the pictures. Can you wiggle like a worm? Can you squiggle? Can you squirm? Can you flutter? Can you fly like a gentle butterfly? Can you crawl upon the ground like a beetle that is round? Can you move with me? Can you flip? Can you flop? Can you give a little hop? Can you slither like a snake? Can you give a little shake? Can you dance like a bee who is buzzing round a tree? Can you move with me? Let's see you wiggle like a worm, crawl like a beetle, hop like a bunny, slither like a snake, and dance like a bee. All right, so we are going to act out our story now. I'm going to reread it, and Bryce is going to do some of the movements. So when I reread it, I want you to do the movements, okay? So first it says, can you wiggle like a worm?
So when you wiggle, you want to go like this, like wiggle.
Can you squiggle?
So when you squiggle, you're going to go like this.
Can you squirm?
When you squirm, you want to go like that.
Can you flutter?
So for flutter, you're going to want to lift your hands up and down really fast.
Can you fly like a gentle butterfly?
So since it says gentle, we got to be like gentle with our hands up and down.
Can you crawl upon the ground?
So you're going to crawl like sometimes you may do with Miss Kreiner.
Like a beetle that is round. Can you move with me? Can you flip?
So when you flip, you're going to go like this.
Can you flop?
So when you flop, you're going to like put your hands together.
Can you give a little hop?
So jump up and down.
Can you slither like a snake?
So when you slither, you're going to go like this with your hands.
Can you give a little shake?
You're going to shake your body.
Can you dance like a bee who is buzzing round a tree?
So when you want to buzz, you want to go buzz.
Can you move with me? Let's see you wiggle like a worm, crawl like a beetle, hop like a bunny, slither like a snake, and dance like a bee. All right, so now we're going to do it again with Bryce. I want you to do the movements with her. Are you ready? Can you wiggle like a worm? Can you squiggle? Can you squirm? Can you flutter? Can you fly like a gentle butterfly? Can you crawl upon the ground like a beetle that is round? Can you move with me? Can you flip? Can you flop? Can you give a little hop? Can you slither like a snake? Can you give a little shake? Can you dance like a bee who is buzzing round a tree? Can you move with me? Let's see you wiggle like a worm, crawl like a beetle, hop like a bunny, slither like a snake, and dance like a bee. Can you move with me? All right, so one of the things that was in our book was this thing right here, and it's called an earthworm. So I've got a real picture of an earthworm. And earthworms live in gardens, okay? Or they're kind of in the dirt. So you could probably find one outside of your house if you look really hard. And worms are special. They have no eyes, no arms, or legs. So how do you think they move? They kind of just have to wiggle around. All right, have you ever held a worm before? If you have, tell somebody how it felt that's watching with you. All right, so think about some other things besides worms that move around by wiggling and squirming. What do you think? All right, so maybe you're thinking of a snake, or something that we're going to start talking about soon. This thing right here, do you know what this is? A caterpillar. All right, so tomorrow we're going to start talking about that, okay? I hope y'all have a great day and a wonderful Wednesday, and I will see you tomorrow.